Hello everyone and welcome back to the Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair Free Time Event Roundup episodes. It doesn't really roll off the tongue so well, does it? Well, in the last one, we hung out with Nekomaru, and finished hanging out with Nekomaru, and I failed my date. Oh! And because of that, I have now come to the executive decision that I'm just gonna do one of the trip thingies at the end of every single episode. Until we get it right. Because I've also been thinking, there is a day limit to this mode. I probably shouldn't spend too much time on the trips. Yeah. I will... Basically, I'll just do one until we get a good trip with Mihiru, Hyoko, and Gundam. I think is going to be the plan going forward. So, yeah. You probably know by, the title, and probably the thumbnail. This is gonna be the Kazuichi episode. And, I'm sorry, the last episode, my voice was, hoarse as fuck, to be frank. I think all this voice acting is really catching up to me, shit as it may be. And Nekomaru's voice just really, really hurts. It really hurts. But I don't think there's anyone else who really has a voice that hurts me physically until we get to Nagito, and he's the very last character, so... yeah. I'll take some solace in that, and Kazuichi's one of the ones who's real nice on my voice. Now, I think I've already forgotten where Kazuichi is. Is he one of the ones over here? Wait, hold on. Chiaki, that's you? Oh no, it's Nagito over there. Oh my fucking god, I actually thought that Nagito is Chiaki. Oh, that's not good. Oh, did I hope I, haven't left you to die, good sir. Oh, no, it's fine. So, Kazuichi. Oh, there you are, Kazuichi. Staying a little ways from Sonya over there. Yeah. Oh, shit, I didn't look at my presents. What am I fucking gonna give him? Oh, piss. Well, alright. Oh, man, I'm a little bored. Are you bored too? Yeah, it's not quite my voice. We'll just stick with it. Let's think about how we can kill time. Yeah. I killed some time with Kazuichi today, thinking about how to kill time. Well, looks like Kazuichi and I grew closer today. You'd like to give Kazuichi a present? Definitely, because I need to look through these. Oh, did I look at Nekomaru's underwear? I did not. So now we get to look at Nekomaru's underwear. There they are. Nekomaru's favorite briefs. They were created by Military World, the historically renowned men's underwear manufacturer. Only the best team managers are allowed to wear them. Well, I mean, he is pretty fucking good. Alright, let's see here. Bandage wrap and man's nut. Man's nut! Well, I'm sure he needs some tissues to wipe up his tears, but, yeah, I wonder how many people like this, considering the whole, ultimate despair thing. No. Ooh, maybe. Hang on, let me look at this. We're having a mass destruction. Maybe not. Memory notebook, Sand God's Horn, Seventh Sword, Absolute Tuning Fork, Jobo Dolls, Japanese Teacup, Stardust. What's this? Silent Souvenir is a wave dissipation block that fits in the palm of your hand. If you leave it on the coast, seawater gathers around it. I mean, he's a mechanic, and that seems a bit techy, but I don't know if he'd really be into that. Marine Snow, Cherry Blossoms, Desperation, Another Battle, Moon Rock, Second Button, Antique Doll, Old-Timey. Ooh, he might be into this! Radio with a retro exterior, but state-of-the-art technology inside. Because I know he does like his tech with the whole Mechamaru thingy. Oh, this would be great! A toy car that was popular a few years ago, unique product that Oh, yeah, this has got to be good for him. This is right up his alley, and I've got 8 of them. Yeah, let's see if he would like this. Oh, you gonna give me that? It's like, whatever, but, oh well, at least it's free. Man, why did this happen? Well, I don't think he really liked it that much, but, I mean, he didn't dislike it, so... I know, technically, you don't have to give them anything on their first ones, but, you know, I still like to. Oh, man, why did this happen? Oh, dude! I want a tropical island, you know? Surrounded by a blue sea, you know? There's plenty of ladies here, too. Why do we have to be involved in all this killing nonsense? Well, Kazuichi's intentions are probably not pure. I agree with what he's saying. If this was a normal school trip, it would have been really fun. Oh, man, and here I thought I was finally going to go on a school trip for the very first time. You haven't been on a school trip? First time? Didn't you go on one during middle school? I was supposed to, but I ditched. I fake being sick and stayed home. Oh, well, I had a lot of reasons, but my family is really poor. My classmates are pretty much a bunch of boring turds, so I was like, who cares if I don't go to school? Yeah, but my old man found out later and beat the crap out of me. Well, I mean, if he paid for it and you're very poor, I can kind of see why, but... I mean, I don't know. Do you have to pay for trips in Japan? Like, I don't know that. Well, obviously a parent would be mad about that. But I sometimes got yelled at for ditching school events during elementary and middle school, too. Oh, well, Hajime, I didn't take you for the type. I'm a damn old man. You're better than anyone that we didn't have money. We run a bike shop in my place, but it's seriously hard to sell bicycles these days. Yeah, you're kind of not doing my voice right. Yeah, I don't know why Kazuichi's just kind of floated out. It's not like it's not his voice that I used to do, but it just doesn't feel right. Yeah, Kazuichi Soda. Yeah, Kazuichi Soda. Yeah, you know? You've always got to have, like, that one phrase to get into character, right? I don't know. Let's just run with it. Maybe I'm just being stupid. It has been, like, over a week. Well, no. It's been under a week. Fuck. Yeah, the only customers we get now just need a flat tire fixed or air pumped. But yeah, despite that, I'm the genius mechanic of my family. I can take a look at look if a bike or car needs fixing, and I can fix anything from kids' toys to household appliances. Well, that's pretty amazing. Another guy who's very good at his job. Of course. Well, I've been surrounded by junk and tools ever since I was born. Yeah, so I just have a habit of taking things apart and putting them back together. I see. So that's the environment the ultimate mechanic was raised in. Yeah, my old man is just hopeless, though, so I'm always the one who's helping out at the shop. In fact, to tell you the truth, I was really excited when we first arrived at this island. Everyone here has pretty colorful personalities, but they all seem like interesting people. I was really looking forward to enjoying my youthful days here. Until all this crap happened. Oh, damn it. It's my dream, you know? I always wanted to go on a trip with my friends and stuff. Oh, wait, we're not close enough yet to be called friends, huh? Call each other friends, huh? I don't know when people suddenly decide they're friends or not. You know, that's kind of true. What is the boundary between being friends and acquaintances? I don't think that's ever something I'll fully understand. But since we seem to have the same goal, maybe we can at least call each other comrades? Comrades, huh? Sounds pretty awesome. Looking forward to working with you, comrade. Kazuichi extended his hand and I gripped it. I tried to let go, but for some reason Kazuichi was glaring at me and... So, Hajime, who are you aiming for? Of course. What are you talking about? Isn't it obvious? I'm talking about the ladies! Depending on your answer, your alarm clock in your room may be modified into a time bomb. If you have time to make something like that, you should spend it on actually being productive. It's Pretty amazing that he's able to think about that kind of stuff at a time like this. But despite his looks, Kazuichi seems like a pretty normal guy. Yeah, it's kind of surprising, actually. Kazuichi's never really seemed like that extravagant of a person. Maybe not extravagant. Like, that weird of a person, all things considered. Like, yeah, his thing for Sonya is a bit over the top and played for comedy, but, like, it's not really that weird. Like, he doesn't react particularly weirdly. In fact, he acts pretty fucking normally. Like, he's cowardly, totally understandable. He's suspicious of a lot of people, totally understandable. And he's got a pretty normal backstory, too. Like, I mean, I wouldn't really have thought... I wouldn't have looked at Kazuichi and been like, oh yeah, he's poor. Like, I don't know. I don't know, yeah, I mean... I don't know. I kind of like it, actually, that Kazuichi's really normal. I feel like, Danganronpa games tend to have that character who's really normal. Hina in Danganronpa 1, I would categorize as really normal with, like, this one weird trait flipped in. Like, Hina is obsessed with donuts, and Kazuichi is obsessed with Sonya. So I guess that's his thing. But, like, otherwise, he's a really normal dude. Like, we didn't really get anything crazy out of him during the main story. And you know what? For a first free time event, we got quite a lot out of this one, didn't we? I mean, again, nothing crazy. It's the first free time event, but most of the others have been pretty basic. Maybe with the exception of Hyoko's. Which is interesting, because, like, as like, obviously in the story, Kazuichi was sort of supposed to be, like, Hajime's best friend, kind of, but... But, I mean, honestly, didn't fully come across to me, at least. Like, I don't know, Hajime just seemed too much of a... Not a dick, but, you know, I mean, I've been over this before. I learned a little bit about Kazuichi today. Nice. After Kazuichi was finished hammering me with questions, I was finally released. Released from his grip. What would you like to do? Well, we'll go meet with Kazuichi again. Who should I talk to? Well, first of all, we've got to look at his little thingamadoodad. Kazuichi, there you are. Doop. He was raised in a bike shop, but he's been surrounded by tools and junk all his life. He spends all his time helping his family, so he's really looking forward to this trip. Yeah, like, Kazuichi's a nice guy, isn't he? I mean, I wish we got more out of him in the main story, you know? Like, he was kind of just the comic relief, like, I don't know, love-struck idiot, I guess, for a lot of it towards the end. I mean, like, he tried to do more, but, and, like, it certainly is, like, that kindness of his certainly came through with the whole Minimaru thing. As well as his, fascination with machinery. There was really nothing else there. That was just it. Man, I'm bored. You bored too? Let's think about how we can kill time. Killed some time with Kazuichi today, thinking about how to kill time. Yay! Getting close to Kazuichi. Or closer to Kazuichi. Okay. I think it's around here. So, we didn't get this far, I don't think. I wonder if he'd like the headphones, actually. But never mind. I want to give him this, because we've got so fucking many. 8. Actually, what was the other one I wanted to give him? I've already forgotten. Old-timey radio. I want to see if he'd like... I feel like he'd like this. Yeah, he likes that. You went through all that trouble just to bring me something amazing? Hajime, you're seriously a nice guy. I'm a little touched, really. Seriously, thanks. Oh, jeez. Why aren't there any vehicles with engines on this damn island? At this rate, I'll take anything. a go-kart, RC toys, a baby carriage. Just let me tinker with something. Oh man, fucking Mario Kart is it Baby Booster? Is that what it is? The Mario Kart Wii baby carriage car. I'm sure he'd love that. Actually, Kazuichi would probably fucking love a real Mario Kart, wouldn't he? Like, fusing to get, like, well, you know, more modern ones. And by more modern, I mean, you know, like, 7 and 8. You know, like, putting bits and pieces of different cars together to make, like, this new thing. I'm sure he'd be into that. Baby carriages don't have engines. Oh, there's nothing I can't disassemble, so I took apart the alarm clock inside my room. And when I did that, yeah, I couldn't put it back together. You have an alarm clock? Oh, so there are times when even the ultimate mechanic can't fix something. Well, I mean, yeah, you know, mechanics aren't universally brilliant with every sort of machine imaginable. I don't think that's what a mechanic does. Of course, that sort of thing happens to me all the time. One time I was tinkering around without thinking, and before I realized it, I made some kind of car thing? For some reason, the things I fix always end up being some kind of vehicle. That's probably why you're the ultimate mechanic, to be honest. Like, are mechanics specifically defined as working on vehicles? I don't actually, like, that's a nuance, I suppose, of the profession. I don't actually know. I don't understand that at all. No, I kind of get it. Like, it's right up his alley. And he works in a bike shop, doesn't he? So, you know, I'm sure he has the most experience with bicycles, which are a type of vehicle. Yeah, I don't mind messing around the frame or connecting the electrical equipment. But guys definitely need someone with a rumble and some bam, bam, bam! Hey, Hajime, you know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I really want right now? Kazuichi is probably talking about a hairdryer. Oh no, it's obviously an engine. You're talking about an engine, right? That's what you want to mess around with? Of course. That's right, that's exactly it! Disassemble, reassemble, see how it goes. Disassemble, reassemble, see how it goes. Doing that over and over gets my brain moving. I really miss the smell of oil. Oh man. I really like the smell of petrol. I know it's not technically oil, but, oh man, I can't get enough of the petrol smell. You're right, I haven't really smelled anything like that since we came to this island. But even if there was a car here, you couldn't drive it since you don't have a driver's license, right? Actually, as far as I'm aware, not too many people actually get driver's licenses in Japan. Not to say there's like, oh, it's a huge minority. But, like, I don't think too many people really drive cars. I think, like, the streets are too narrow or something. That and the driving tests are apparently very difficult. Yeah, there's no way I do something annoying like that. I just get motion sickness anyway. Oh, yeah! It's like how he was on the roller coaster. I just really like the feeling of an engine running. Like, I suppose, again, why he's a mechanic, not like a, I don't know, a race car driver or something. I like all kinds of machines, but vehicles are definitely the best of the best. Yeah, I definitely got that feel from you. After all, they look so awesome. Man, I really want to go home soon and start working on my bike again. Aw. That's nice. Well, I mean, I don't think you'll be able to. You probably won't be able to do it with your dad either, but... Actually, you definitely won't. You're busy on a boat right now. But, Oh, you're even making a bike, huh? Awesome! Yeah, my dream machine is seriously awesome, you know. According to my calculations, it has a top speed of 585 miles per hour. That's... You're making a motorcycle, aren't you? You're not just making a normal bike. Man, I really miss tinkering with that thing. Oh, man. He probably would have been good friends with Mondo, wouldn't he? Aww. Oh, but it obviously wouldn't be street legal. And since I get motion sickness, I can't ride it anyway. Oh, so you're kind of like the, I guess it's not really vintage, is it? Yeah, that's not what vintage is, but you're like the kind of guy who really likes to make the most incredible thing possible. Like, regardless of the legality. Well, maybe not regardless of it. Because, like, you know, evidently he knows he can't take it out anyway. But, like, just that thrill of making the single greatest thing, you know? Or at least on paper, again. It's like... he couldn't take a bike out that could go 500 miles an hour. But it was only 600, wasn't it? You know, I paused as if there was something else to say there. There really wasn't. There really wasn't. What's the use of making a ride that you can't even use? I don't understand that at all. Oh, come on, Hajime. Sort of just the accomplishment. And he said before, it's just because it's cool, right? Like, I don't want to boil him down too much, but Kazuichi's really just your average fucking guy. It's just like, yeah, it's cool, so I want to do it, you know? Talking with Hajime some more? After talking with Kazuichi some more, I went back to my room. Thanks, Usami. Oh, well, time to build and clean. Oh god, Nekomaru. It's always Nekomaru and Gundam. They are always in a fucking really good mood. Alright, I need fuel, which I have none of, and some Jabba alloy, which I also can't make any of. Yeah, Jabba crystals. I need Jabba crystals and fuel, primarily. Have I actually seen these before? No, I've not actually seen Jabba crystals before. So, really gonna have to get them going here. So, I don't actually know if this is gonna have it, but do need hammers. Do we have fuel either? I don't know if we have fuel. I'd imagine that's at the military base, right? I imagine it's probably at the military base. We still need some silver, so you stay there. Sure thing. We'll divvy that up. But yeah, let's get the girls going. Bring you back a bit. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Sure. Actually, no, let's send you to the beach. Hang out with Hajime for a bit. Alright, you guys go. We didn't get any, but hey, we got some level ups! I think that's most... Oh no, it's Nekomaru as well. But most of our explorers. Except for Kazuichi! Oh no! Oh, sorry, Kazuichi. Wow, isn't that ironic? I'm about to go out. The guy I'm hanging out with is the guy who's really not doing so hot. Let me see. Kazuichi! Da-da-da. He'd rather take cars and bikes apart and mess with their engines than ride them. He's even putting a bike together back home, but he doesn't plan on riding it at all. I mean, it's also like practicing his talent, right? Like, I totally get it. Perfecting the craft. Craft! What would you like to do with Kazuichi? I'd like to hang out with him, is what I'd like to fucking do. You know, I'm almost surprised, like, we haven't really had any thirsting over girls here. He's also prime real estate for, talking about Sonya, because they both survive. Although then again, like, I don't think Toko spoke about Byakuya once. Jill did, but, you know, Toko didn't. Which is kind of surprising, again, considering that they both survive, and, like, there's no contradiction in doing it. It's around here. There it is. He's gotta like this. Oh, can I seriously have this? I feel bad, but thanks! Hey, Hajime, do you have a dream for the future or something? I've never really thought about it. Maybe I've forgotten what it was. How about you? Do you have one? I guess that's a good question. Like, outside of, like, wanting to be proud of himself, like, did he have a grander goal? I mean, man, I suppose that could be half the tragedy of it right there, that, like, getting so caught up in wanting to be something, he didn't really know what he wanted to be. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe that's stupid. Well, you know, sort of. Since I'm a mechanic, there's not much a guy like me can do besides tinker with machines. So if I'm gonna reach for the stars, then that's the only one for me. Do you mean an F1 racer? Hell no! Something bigger and faster. Oh, never mind. Don't even think about it. Don't just laugh. Don't definitely laugh at me. See, I told you! Your face is totally giving it away! I'm making a face? Ah, don't you get it? I mean, if I'm talking about the best machine, then I'm obviously talking about that. Just don't even think about it. Forget about it already. Is anyone to guess or not? The thing Kazuichi probably wants to talk about is... Well, of these, I'd say a rocket ship is probably the most, like, impressive, so... Rocket ship? Could it be a rocket ship? Yes, it is! Laugh all you want, I don't care. Would that be good for him? I assume, like, the turbulence upon re-entry probably wouldn't be good for him, but... Is there... Like... Do you get really motion sick in space? I honestly don't know. I mean, you know, obviously I was like 99% of kids who really thought being an astronaut was the coolest fucking thing on Earth when I was a kid. Well, I guess it's not on Earth, but tush. But, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like one of those who doesn't sort of things. Who doesn't want to go to space? It seems so cool! And then you grow up a bit and you're like, fuck, I have to be like a physics master to go and, like, train for years. Ugh. Which makes sense, to some degree. Although, of all things, I wouldn't have thought astronaut is one of the jobs you have to be most qualified. Like, most respectably qualified to do, you know? Like, that is really... That is kind of crazy, isn't it? That you can run entire businesses with no degrees. You can run a country with no degrees. But to go to space and almost do nothing for, like, actual years of your life, you need, like, master's degrees in physics and sometimes maths. I mean, hey, I'm sure Kazuichi hasn't thought about that. I'm sure he has literally just thought of the, oh man, that'd be really cool part of it, but, I mean, fucking, I don't want to diss him for that. I don't want to pop poop on his party. I'd love to go to space, but I'm not that good at physics. And I'm not that good at maths either. Well, I'm not good at maths. Yeah, I'm alright at physics, I guess, but... yeah. Then again, actually, Kazuichi probably would be pretty good at physics, wouldn't he? Because he's like he's an engineer, effectively. I mean, he's not like a blanket engineer, but... he'd probably be pretty good at it. I mean, right? Probably. Well, he'd be good at a part of it, I think. Why did I laugh? That sounds amazing. Oh, good job, Hajime. I honestly kind of expected you to be a bit of a downer.
You serious?
Seriously? I see. I see. Don't you think rockets are amazing? Yeah, they are pretty cool. I said that quite blankly, but... Yeah, no, rockets are pretty cool. I genuinely have no idea how they work, but... They're the biggest and the fastest. They're the very top of the vehicle food chain. Oh, but still, there's just one thing I'm worried about. No matter how hard I work to make such an awesome machine, there's no way I can give a girl a ride in one. Yeah, if you get motion sickness in a car, you'd have a really bad time inside a rocket. Yeah, I kind of thought so. But a fantasy like that is very you, I guess. If you ever overcome your motion sickness, I can totally imagine you riding a motorcycle with a girl. You probably hang out with a bunch of delinquents and get into all kinds of trouble, too. Hajime, I have no friends. I couldn't do that if I tried. So you think so, too? I mean, it's normal to think that. Kazuichi? Did something happen all of a sudden? It's nothing. I just remember something I need to do, so... later. Oh, uh-oh. What nerve did we touch? Now, Hajime got really friendly with him for a second there. For some reason, Kazuichi abruptly walked away. I don't really know why his attitude changed. Might be something about the girl. While still holding on to some hazy thoughts, I decided to go back. Bing bong! Yeah. Back to work. Anyway, let's just do Sami. Yeah, no, man. Kazuichi's really fucking normal, isn't he? He's like... He's the Mihiru of guys, is what I was about to say. Well, I mean, he kind of is. Yeah, still don't have Jabba crystals. I mean, to be fair, at least I only need 2 of them. I only need 1 more silver, 1 more hammer, and a lot more fuel. Time to come back. Time to come back. Alright, you guys are still good to go, though. Still need a butt ton of fuel. 1 more silver. Do I still need a hammer? I don't really remember, to be honest. God damn it. Where is the fucking thingy? I'll keep her there. We'll bump Hiyoko up. We'll keep Ibuki there too. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to hit this one, to be honest. I think these Jabba crystals are going to fuck me in the ass. Oh, uh-oh. We've got Ibuki down! We've got Ibuki down! I overextended her! Oh, shit. Sorry, Ibuki! Fuck. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, hey, speaking of the slightly different bed animations, Ultimate Imposter up there is looking a bit big. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm gonna take a long rest. Oh, fuck, I killed her. Ah, I killed Ibuki. Shit. Well, I'm gonna have to be a little more careful of that from now on, aren't I? Wow, I've really not walked very far. Alright, Kazuichi. Can't believe we're nearly done, to be honest. It's going real quick. There's not much to talk about. He's really fucking normal. Kazuichi's dream is to build a rocket ship, but he knows he can't give girls a ride in one. When I said he could just ride a motorcycle, his attitude suddenly changed. Kazuichi, tell me, what is it about motorcycles? Are we gonna get real deep into your psyche? Probably not. I'm not sure there's enough to go on in there to get deep, but I mean, I say that. Well, there's the weird like paradox with Kazuichi, right? He's obviously really intelligent, but he's an absolute idiot at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh my god, he's a fucking idiot, but he's also obviously a bit of a genius. Sometimes, somehow I'm already losing confidence in myself. Well, it's not like I had any confidence to begin with. Oh, Kazuichi. See, like, you know, I sort of said this in Danganronpa 1, right? There's like some dissonance between main story and free time events, obviously, because you can do whatever you want. But I wish you had more from these free time events in the main story, you know? Like, obviously, the main story doesn't want to step on the toes of free time events too much. Like, that's why we don't really get into the characters too deeply in the main story. Which is fine, you know? It's an unfortunate compromise you have to make with these sorts of games and, like, social systems. Again, Fire Emblem support system, perfect example of this. You can't get too much into these characters and like their hang-ups during the main story, because that would completely invalidate wanting to do the supports or the free time events in this case. But like Hajime, obviously because he doesn't have free time events, we get a lot of this sort of thing from Hajime as he's like semi-remembering things throughout the game. If he and Kazuichi, who are apparently supposed to be good friends during the main story, if they had a conversation maybe about this, then like, yeah, I would totally buy more that they were friends in the story. But like, as it stood, I didn't really. Like, outside of that chapter 2 thing where they crashed the beach party in inverted commas, like, I never really bought it fully. Like, sure, they hung out in the extra events, but those were the extra events, you know? It's sort of, considering Chapter 2, it kind of felt like they were supposed to be canon. Which, I mean, I suppose to our playthrough, all of them were, except for the first one. But, you know, the coconut one. But, I don't know. Because, like, I'm saying this, right, as like a critique of these sorts of system, like, social systems in general in these sorts of video games. But, you know, it's not a slight against Kazuichi. You know, it's more so a slight against the, I suppose, the relationship building aspect of like the main story. You know, I had like this the problem with Gundam and Sonya, that it was too fast, and I wanted to see more because I loved their dynamic, and I did get a little bit more of that in the anime, sure. But yeah, you know, there are things I wanted more of. I kind of went over this with Nekomaru. I wanted more of him and Akane, so I could really buy that they were friends. I mean, it is a little more tricky to do that sort of thing, because same can be said of Sonya and Gundam, I suppose, but not of Hajime and Kazuichi, because in these sorts of visual novels, they like to stick with the perspective of the protagonist. Anything that happens outside of their view, one, might as well not happen, but two, you just don't see. Partially because, you know, it might as well not happen. Because, you know, breaks the immersion, I guess. And not to say that they don't try it, obviously. We get scenes from Nagito's perspective in this game. We play as him, for starters, as well. But I wish, and this is something I hope they do in V3, I hope they give us more time. Either, if they're gonna try and have these connections, like these friendships with the characters, like outside of the main ones, obviously. So like the Chiaki, it's pretty much just the Chiaki of V3, which is probably going to be a dude, isn't it? So them, like if we have a relationship with them, then yeah, we're totally going to get the sort of relationship building you get with Makoto and Kyoko, with Hajime and Chiaki. But I hope that the relationships, presumably, Kaede is going to have with characters like V3's Kazuichi, or arguably, you know, Danganronpa 1's Hero. I hope we get more time alone with them outside of free time events. So I don't know. I sort of drifted away from the overall point. But it's like, you have these similarities, right? That would totally work in just scenes in the main game. Like, Kazuichi and Hajime maybe talking about how they have little confidence in themselves and, like, helping each other. Like, why wouldn't you have that? You know, I mean, it wouldn't really fit in the sort of hectic story you've got at the back end of the game. And, like, unfortunately, as much as I love the Chapter 3 setup, isolating the characters does mean you don't get too much time with them. I would have loved for us to get some time with Fuyuhiko. Speaking of that, you don't really like, you know, the parts there where it like cuts away to black. Like Hajime and Fuyuhiko just spend the day in the hospital, cuts to black, they go home. I would have loved to just like in those segments just had Fuyuhiko and Hajime talking a bit, you know? Of course, Hajime and Fuyuhiko didn't have an extreme or really any kind of bond in the main story. So it wasn't necessary, but they could have. You know, they could have done something like that. Anyway, let's get back to Kazuichi. We were making good time, and then I went on that rant. But I think it's a valid criticism of not just Danganronpa 2, but like Danganronpa 1, probably V3, let's be real, and like games with social elements like this. Damn it, why did this have to happen? I want to go home already. Kazuichi seems pretty depressed, both physically and mentally. Get a hold of yourself. I'm sure there must be some way. Alright, Hajime, you're really bringing out your inner Mihiru when you're talking to him. It's like, God, she was really hard on him. And it's like, yeah, I get it, right? I totally get it with Mihiru. But like, Kazuichi's just a normal guy. It's okay to be scared. Come on, you know what they say. When there's a will, there's a way, right? Hajime. Isn't that kind of lame? Shut up, Kazuichi. It's your fault for complaining! Oh, well, that's true. Sorry. Alright, let's get pumped up and look for a way to escape. He sure recovers quickly. Oh, but still, all the machines here that have engines like airplanes and ships, they're no good. You might as well put pedals on the ship and pedal boat off this island. Yeah, we can even make it swan-shaped, too. What do you mean, might as well? Oh, that reminds me. I'll get yelled at a lot for modifying various things at school or at home. Oh, man, were you one of the kids who just took the clock off the wall and started tinkering with it? Yeah, my greatest invention was attaching an engine to the machine that draws chalk lines on the soccer field. Oh, we do not have one of those at our school. Actually, we do have, like, a tractor sort of one. You know, like, you sit on it. So, like, what's the fucking ice machine in hockey where it, like, smooths over the field? We sort of have one of those sort of things for, like, this. And we have just one of those manual ones. It's just a fucking paint roller. But it escaped through the school entrance at full speed without curving or stopping. Obviously, you'd be yelled at for that. Yeah, that is, damage to property. Hey, Hajime, if by any chance... What if it's impossible? The Monokuma bastard's rule is that only one person is able to escape. That rule doesn't matter. We will never kill someone. It's that simple, right? That's true, but can you really believe that nobody here will ever betray us? Damn, I mean, when he says that, it's almost like we were supposed to do his free time events in chapter 1. Jesus. If you start doubting now, you'll never stop. They want you to feel like this. Well, obviously, but humans are creatures that betray each other, you know? If they aren't, then... Kazuichi? What does that mean? Sorry. Let me think about it alone. See? This one? Perfect. This feels so much like it should have been a story scene in chapter 3. You know? Leading into that what is faith without doubt speech that Hajime and Chiaki give. This feels like it should have been in the main story! Ah! Like, I don't know, maybe what Danganronpa should have done was have, like, alongside some... I know it would ruin part of the suspense. And that is highly unfortunate, of course, but, like, sometimes you have to make some sacrifices. And if you just made Kazuichi, like, a secondary main character, you know? And, like, maybe had his free time events be mandatory to some extent. If you were going to put a conversation like this that felt so at home in the main story. Or just move this one into the main story, you know? Whatever. It was a good conversation, though. I did like that one. After saying that, Kazuichi briskly walked away. I understand why he's worried, but I feel like he's worried about something else. And I guess for now I should just wait until Kazuichi feels comfortable talking to me about it. Yeah. Oh. It's like, I like this, you know? This alone is a nice building of a friendship between Kazuichi and Hajime, I think. Because it's very casual, it's very simple. It feels like the sort of relationship you would just have with one of your more casual friends. You know, talking about things you think are cool, and then you, like, slip into that, no, I'm a bit insecure, but it's not like a psychoanalysis session. We aren't hanging out with Hiyoko, you know? These free time events are so... these really fall into the Mihiru category for me. So simple, but I really like them. I just wish that... Like what Mihiru got, you know, with those, like, sprinklings in the early chapters of the parts of her personality that are more present in her free time events. I wish we had that with Kazuichi. You know? Like, obviously I look at him and he's like, oh yeah, he's clearly a bit insecure. Oh... Oh, wait, hang on. Did Ibuki just get pumped and stand back up? Did I not kill Ibuki? I didn't kill Ibuki! Oh, I love that. Well, speaking of killing, I need to get you guys back in bed. I don't want you to pass out. Ibuki, you can stay at the beach. You have earned the right to just hang out at the beach all day. And Hajime is going to join you. Now, I still think we need fuel. So let's get working on fuel. Oh, we need some silver too. You two, go grab some silver. Everyone else, I think, is good. Good to go. Girls look fine. Yeah. Okay, let's actually look at the stuff we have here. So we need 2 more fuel. And 2 more Jabba crystals, 1 more silver. Okay. I mean, we still don't have a single Jabba. I don't even know if it is at the beach. Because there's like, what, the one other one that's... Yeah, it could be at Nezumi Castle, for all I know. Like, fuck me, am I right? Jabba Pearl, Jabba Emerald, Jabba... I've already forgotten what we're looking for. Jabba... something. Jabba Emerald, Jabba Pearl... I don't remember. Well, time to go finish Kazuichi, I guess! Damn, this was quite quick. A lot of the... not too much to talk about, I suppose. Kind of like with Mihiru, as I said. Not too deep, but, I mean... I like him. Monokuma's rules don't matter. I believe in you and I'll never betray you or the others. Oh, Hajime! I wish you'd said that. Like, those were, I believe in you and I'll never betray you or the others. God damn it! Why wasn't this in the main story? I totally buy these two as friends if we had scenes like this! God damn it. But when I said that, Kazuichi walked away. It's like he's worried about something else. Oh my god. I will say, though, really making me like Kazuichi more. I mean, I've never disliked him, but... I felt like his role as, like, this best friend, but not the best friend, because he just didn't hit that quota. For me, anyway. Like, I feel like I should have done these free time events in the main story! I think I'm gonna have to plan a little bit with V3. Really, like, predict who's gonna be important so I can actually do their free time events. Because, like, you know, instead of just doing characters I like. Because I feel like it'll actually add something to the game if I do that, you know? I mean, I'm saying that as if I can get your point of view on that. But I have obviously already recorded and probably finished that series. No, I will have, because I'm not going to upload any of these until I have. You're a man who knows the difference. What the fuck? What does that mean? Hajime, about that thing from before. For now. Hey, let's go somewhere else. After he said that, Kazuichi walked away by himself. I ran after Kazuichi until I arrived at the beach. I guess this is like the come to my room of this game. Whew. What are you doing? Can't you see? I'm breathing deeply! I gotta prepare myself for lots of reasons, you know? Alright, I'm ready. Come at me, bro! Come at me, bro! No, hold on. I don't really understand what's going on at all. Oh, dumbass, isn't it obvious? There's only one thing for two men to do when they come to the beach. What? What can two men do at the beach? Date, hit on girls, fist fight. Well, considering that we're here together, are we gonna fight? I mean, that's what you say when you say, come at me, bro, so... Are you talking about a fist fight? Yeah, not exactly. You're gonna punch yourself. Huh? If you don't mind. If you don't, my mind won't be settled. It's like I feel lost or something. You believe in me, but I can't believe in you at all. It's like I betrayed you or something. Oh my god! Why wasn't this in the main game? This would feel right at home in, like, Chapter 5 after fucking Chapter 4. Oh my god! Kazuichi! Oh. God, this frustrates me to no end, but I like that it's at least here. Kazuichi? Hey, to be honest, I'm wearing contacts. What is this now? It's not like my hair is this color because I wanted it to look like this. I wasn't really sure what I wanted, so I just tried a few things and it ended up like this. I was always a weak, cowardly kid. All I ever did was study and tinker with machines. So, I always believed that everyone who talked to me was a nice person. So even if I was betrayed or lied to, I always believed they had a good reason for it. It's what I always believed. All because I was too scared to admit it. Kazuichi, I know, is a confident, happy-go-lucky guy who gets a little carried away sometimes. But maybe he's just been pretending to be like that. God, he really is just normal fucking dude. I mean, don't we all have that, like, mask we put on? I mean, obviously, Kazuichi was a bit, like, I don't want to say a naive kid, because, like, aren't all kids like that? Don't you want to be that person who always sees the best in everyone? Like, even if it's not necessarily, you know, actually there, don't you always want to be that person? I feel like I am, and not necessarily in a good way. I feel like I am in that naive way. I think that's kind of why I like the piece of shit characters like Hiyoko. Because, I mean, sure, like, sometimes with Hiyoko, you get it. I totally get why she's the way she is. But then there's other times, like, you know, as I've spoken about with Honeypop, Audrey, sometimes they are just pieces of shit who are going to take advantage of you. In fact, actually, I suppose for a more topical one, Ruruka sort of ended up being that way. I mean, she sort of had that whole insecurity about her talent thing going on, which seems to be a theme with a couple of characters in the series. But, you know, I mean, other than that, it was like, she's just a bit of a bitch. A bit more than just a bit of a bitch. Mega bitch. But, yeah, so I sort of lost my initial point there, right? When I was in middle school, there was this guy I thought was my best friend. We always did everything together, and I could talk to him about anything. One time, I let him cheat off my test because he begged me for help. Yeah, but we got caught. At the very end, he insisted that I was the one who willingly gave him the answers. But as long as he didn't get punished, I really didn't mind sharing my answers with him at all. But ever since that happened, he kept avoiding me. I wonder why. It's not like I really cared. Maybe he felt guilty. He probably couldn't stand it. Yeah, now that I'm older, I feel like I understand him a little. But at the time, I was fed up with everything. So I decided to get rid of it all, including my looks. When that happened, everyone who used to hang around me started keeping their distance. I mean, yeah, considering you talking about, like, wearing contacts and dyeing his hair, very, very unusual for a Japanese student. If you do that, you are pretty much guaranteed to be labeled delinquent. You know, there's this very orderly manner of like Japanese society, yeah, but like school as well, you know? Like, you are actually kind of weird. Not all school uniform is like mandatory, but most people wear it for the sake of just being like, yeah, I want to fit in, or it looks cool, you know? Which, for maybe like us as like Westerners looking at it, it's like, that's not cool. In fact, you know, I've grown up pretty much my entire life with people like, school uniform sucks. It's so oppressive, you know? Which, first of all, it isn't. It's just a uniform. But, I mean, it's dress code, basically. It's like, dress codes are fucking everywhere. Get used to it. Get over yourself. But, especially, like, in Japan, it's more like a social expectation, rather than a dress code that's mandatory. And when you are different in Japan, there is that stigma of like, they're different, they aren't the normal, they are, you know, bad, effectively. I mean, it's a very simple way to put it, and it is a huge oversimplification, but as someone who looks like Kazuichi, who's like gaudy, out there, really flashy, that's not what you really want in Japan, like, at all. Like, I know you don't really get that with, like, anime, right? Because, like, everyone looks fucking ridiculous because you want to be able to identify your main characters, and there's, of course, the whole high school's, like, the last time in Japan you have any social freedom, so you really want to just, like, make it as cool as possible, and to make it as cool as possible, you sort of want to make your characters cool as possible, which usually means not making them look like everyone else, but that's why background characters are all identical in high school anime, because that is what you are supposed to be, you know? The ones who look a bit different are few and far between, and are certainly not treated as well as you might expect from anime. Punk asses started getting closer to me instead. Yeah, actually, that's sort of true as well. It is sort of a cliquey sort of thing. Like, as soon as you fit into a mold, you have to fit into that mold. If you look like a delinquent, you are a delinquent. It doesn't matter if you are or not. You have to be, basically. Since then, I haven't needed to believe in anyone. I haven't been betrayed. It was really easy. You'd be surprised how much changes when you change your appearance. Again, especially in Japan. But I mean, it's true here too. Like, there are immediate snap judgments you make. Yes, I'm talking to you, viewer. That you make based on how someone looks. And in fact, I mean, I do it. I do it as part of this game. I do it as part of, like, judging how to voice a character. Like, again, not well, but I do it, like, on how to voice a character. It's just sort of ingrained in us. And it's kind of unfortunate. Like, it's just how we are. Like, I try my damnedest to avoid it. I sort of purposely don't take care of myself to try and break the mold of that, but, you know, you're never going to, unfortunately. Hot girls kept coming on to me, too. But to tell you the truth, that scared me a little. Yeah, I mean, good on you, Kazuichi. Actually, that kind of puts a different spin on his thing for Sonya, eh? That kind of makes it a little more wholesome, to be honest. Like, he's finally found a girl he's into, but she doesn't like him. Oh, that's kind of sad. Kazuichi, I never felt betrayed by you. I mean, you always believed in me, didn't you? Well, but after hearing your reasons, I think it's fine. So how about this? If you ever betray us and make us sad, I'll punch you as hard as I can. Got it? Bring it on! I'll make you eat those words. Thanks. Because of you, I understand now. What I've really hated all along wasn't being betrayed. I hated myself for being too weak to believe in others. Oh, I want this to be in the main story, but fuck, is it really good. Kazuichi, you've had some real good free time events, my guy. Whatever. Oh. Yeah, definitely. Kazuichi offered his hand and I gripped it firmly. This time, I felt a strong, definite bond forming between Kazuichi and me. And But it'll be different if you act suspicious. Even if you're my friend, I'll doubt you if you're suspicious. And then they have to throw that in there a little bit as well, because, you know, you could do this before Chapter 4. Kazuichi's report card has been updated. Craftwork. Give yourself a pat on the back, you earned it. And here's his underwear. You know what? I didn't expect it, and I really should have expected it. After staring at the sea with Kazuichi and talking about different things, I parted ways with him and returned to my cottage. I really like how that ended the same way the first free-time event did as well. Oh, that was really good. I liked those. I like those a lot. Again, Kazuichi's not like a deep character, but he's super normal, and I really like that. Because even, like, Mihiru, right? She's a very normal person, but she's not, like... She's not normal in the same way, I don't think. Like, does that make any sense? Jabba crystals, alright. Well, I've got enough of those. I literally just need Jabba crystals and fuel now. And I have a funny feeling I'm not going to get either of them. So yeah, I mean, let's check out Kazuichi, let's check out his skill, and then we'll end the episode by going on a little trip with Mihiru. Hopefully I don't fuck it up this time. His best friend betrayed him. Since then, Kazuichi's been acting like he doesn't need to believe in anyone. I told him I'll always believe in him, no matter what. God damn it. Allows you to reload 2 bullets at once. Oh, okay. Is that Hina's skill? One of Hina's skills? Was that ambidextrousness? Oh, no, that was locking on to 2 at a time, wasn't it? Either way, that's actually quite a nice one as well. Set tasks. Well, I suppose I now know it's this one at Nezumi Castle, so let's get everyone to Nezumi Castle. Actually, yeah, I think that is, because that's where... Oh, it's not where the fuel is. The fuel's also here. Okay, well... Oh, Pekko's been too tired. Doop. Yeah, considering that we've never even found these before, I want the most people here at Nezumi Castle. And we'll send Akane out to get the fuel. Is anyone else there? Okay. Looks good. Let's go, squad! Let's go! Oh, hey! 1 Jabba Crystal! Nice! And we got fuel too. So, I mean, I know what everyone's going to be doing next. What would you like to do? Oh, actually, assuming we have the energy for it, because if we don't have the energy for it, then we're kind of fucked. Yeah, actually, I don't need to check anything, do I? Just go right to Mihiru, then we'll end the episode. Sorry, I know I didn't talk about Kazuichi too much, but, yeah, we've run a bit long. So, alright, where should we go now? Let's go to the beach. Let's go to the beach. I mean, we hung out with her here at the end of hers, so I'm sure she'll like it. An endless blue ocean and a white beach. Truly, this spot is fit for a tropical island. Looks like there's no one else here except us. What should we do now? Ooh. I think she strikes me as more of a seashells or maybe a coconuts person than, like, going out to catch fish. I don't know, maybe that's a bit stereotypical, but, sure, let's gather seashells. Huh? Yeah, that's fine. I never expected, like, this would ever happen to me. Oh, it's so cliché. I'm starting to feel embarrassed. Oh, no, she liked it! Come on, if you're gonna do it, let's do it already. I think we both had a pretty good time. Yay! Redeemed myself! I'm glad. Man, I'm tired. But that was pretty fun. I was able to take a lot of photos of you acting stupid. If you'd like, ask me out again. If I have time, I'll go with you. Okay, let's go back. Ah, yes! That feels good. Ah. Ah! Well, I guess next episode we'll be doing Hyoko? Nah, let's mix it up. Let's do Gundam. A new morning. A morning filled with hope. Yeah, he seems pretty good. Oh. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. I don't want this outro to go too long, so... See you guys in the next one, where we will do... Kane's... Hopefully they're good. Hopefully there's something redeemable about Akane, in my opinion. But anyway, guys, I will see you in that next one, and until then, goodbye.